Hello, everyone today. So let's start from where we had left. This is about the class 8 science, chapter 1, crop production and management. So we had covered the earlier topics till here. Let's continue from here. So these are the tools. So now the question will be, what are the tools used, or what are these tools? Framing the photos, and what is their usage. So the first one is the plow. In the older days, if you see the bulls, they will be tied up together, and then a log kind of thing will be tied on above their neck, and then this plow will be tied to them. You can see the YouTube videos, so you will have a clarity and impression on the mind. The second one is same plow, but in the for the modern world. So this is a metallic one, and these are can be metallic or combination of wood and metals. So uh, plow is used for plowing or tilling. Tilling, it's the second word for plowing, or you can say also known as. So what is used for? It is for used for turning and loosening soil before sowing the seeds. So basically, before sowing the seeds in the farmland, you have to take the plow and draw kind of lines. Doing it manually, like taking the spade or hoe and doing it, it's time consuming. That is why this is the easiest method. So you can use a small tractor. Now you can see a small kind of tractor driven by farmers with hands. You need not drive it. Just like a small cycle, you can use it. You can get more things on YouTube and Google. So baseline is to remember, use for turning and loosening the soils before sowing the seeds. Hoe. This is also called as hoe or spade. So what it does is it will help you to remove the weeds. So imagine a patch of land, and then you have grasses growing there, or some weeds. Weeds are nothing but the unwanted plants within the cultivation. So you have to remove that. Only a small patch of land. So no need of using a heavy machinery or tool. With this, you can remove that. So and you can also loosen the soil for certain amount of land, not on a large scale. So words to remember: weeding and soil preparation. Then you elaborate like used for removing weeds and loosening the soil. Third one is called kurpa or trowel. Kurpa is like our Indian word, and then trowel is an English word. So uh, first word, transplantation. Uh, so you take the plants from the nursery or a nursery bed. What is nursery? Where you grow the seedlings from a seed with a cover, so that it does not get intensive heat and other things. So as of now, you can see small cups they use it, but if you are just putting on a tray or um, some meters of soil, then you have to use this tool, kurpa or trowel, to uproot it. You should not plug out the seedling just like that. You have to take with the mud. So when you do this with the mud, it will come out. So that is called transplantation. Weeding, we already discussed. We will just remove it from the soil. So those are unwanted plants. Digging small holes. So when you are planting a seed or a seedling, you have to again dig on the production land, and then put the soil or the seedling and then use it. So three words to remember: transplantation or transplanting seedlings, weeding, digging small holes. That is about kurpa, hand rake. So this is for the small scale, not a bigger scale or cultivator. So some words to remember: soil leveling, used for smoothing the soils, gathering debris, or light loosening of the surface. So plow will loosen the soil on a heavy way because the if you see the length of this cone, it is very high, whereas this is minor, like might be of your finger length. So that is why light loosening of the surface. So words to remember: smoothing soil, gathering debris. Debris is like stones, concretes uh, on the soil, hard soil. Even just scratch the soil and you can collect it. And then a light loosening of the surface. Sickle. So if you have seen farmers will carry this, they will cut the paddy plant, they will cut the grass. You can also see people taking this and climbing the coconut tree. So they will plug out coconut. So it is called sickle, used for cutting cereal crops like wheat, paddy, on or for cutting grass. Okay, so let's go to the next point. What is agriculture practices and seven best practices? So farmers perform a series of activities for producing good crops such as soil preparation, seeding, watering, fertilizing, harvesting, storage. Collectively, these activities are called as agriculture practices. So, if you see, these are arranged or written in a chronological order, step by step. First, you prepare the soil, that is called soil preparation. Then you put the seeds, that is called seeding. Then you put water so that seedlings come out. So that is watering. Then fertilizing. So you put fertilizer or manure, and then it keeps on growing. All you have to see the water content in the soil is up to the mark, and then when it grows to the full extent, then you harvest. Harvest is like cutting and collecting the produce. And then once you have produced, either you will sell or keep it for future use. So that comes in the storage part. So that has been elaborated: preparation of the soil, sowing of the seeds, application of manures and fertilizers, irrigation. Irrigation is like putting water. So here you can see watering. You can write watering or irrigation. Weeding. If while the plant grows, there will be unwanted plants growing here and there. So you can just remove those. That is called weeding. Harvesting. It is like cutting down the production. Once it is fully grown, the crop is fully grown, you will just cut it off. So it is called harvesting. And then it comes the storage. So let's say paddy. You will cut down the straws and you will just collect the upper green. So then you store in the sack, or you should see the moisture content is not that high, or else the produce will get damaged. What does implements mean? A number of tools that are required during the course of different agricultural practices. These tools are called implements. The tools used are flow, hoe, leveler, cultivator. Okay. So, Here we saw in the picture, right? These are the things. Here is a spelling error. Okay. So implements again one more time. You just remember required during the course of different agricultural practices. What are the agricultural practices? The seven practices what we learned in the earlier topic. What are the tools used to get it done? So those are called implements. So the proper English, a number of tools are required during the course of different agricultural practices. These tools are called implements. Then you give the examples. What are the tools? The tools used are plow, hoe, leveler, cultivator. Why I am repeating again and again? So that you can listen to it. Easy to remember. So if you keep hearing a word again and again, it will be easy to remember. What does preparation of soil mean? Preparation of soil involves plowing and leveling. So it is not talking about harvesting and other things. You have to prepare the soil before putting the seeds or sowing the seeds. That process is called soil preparation. Now, what you have to elaborate? What is soil preparation? So, soil preparation involves plowing and leveling. So, plow we already saw. You take that tool and draw lines, loosen the soil, remove the. Um, there are other things, and then when leveling comes, so you put the land into a total level so that water is evenly distributed. Plowing is process of loosening and turning the soil. In leveling, large soil crumbs are leveled with a leveler. So hopefully you are understanding this. Then we have come across this. Why I'm stating the question in a twisted manner. Questions will be put in those fashion, and if you are hearing the word, you can relate it. So tilling is the other name of the plowing, which is the process of loosening and turning the soil. Weeds. Next point. Weeds grow along with the cultivated plants or crops, and they are unwanted plants which compete with cultivation crops for nutrients, water, and sunlight. Let's imagine. In the modern world, at least you might have seen tulsi plants you put in your balcony or you put outside in the sunlight. So, in one pot, if you are taking a tulsi plant and let it be any other plant other than tulsi, it also need food to grow. Food, when I say the plant requires like nutrients, water, sunlight, etc. So, if the plant is alone in the pot, it is getting all the necessary items alone. But when another plant comes, it is uh, absorbed by the other plants. So that is what it is called weeds. So one more time, weeds grow along with the cultivated crops, and they are the unwanted plants which compete with cultivated crops for nutrients, water, and sunlight. Leveling. So in leveling, large soil crumbs are leveled with a leveler before seeding. So you can imagine a patch of land and then you take a roller kind of thing, but it is a light one. Modern devices are there, but in older days they will tie up three to four bamboos together. Then they will stand on it, and one bull or two bulls, they will pull the logs, and a man standing on it will put the weight. So the land will be leveled. Okay, that's all for now. We'll continue in the next video. Thank you so much.